Well, Paul, it's a great day for racing and a great day for pinball.
So this is now down to the last 8, okay? And from the last 8, we've then got the semi-finals, okay? And then we've got the finals.
Yeah.
So I reckon we've probably got another 4 hours of pinball there. Yeah, you agree? It's 6 o'clock, so I reckon this is going to finish no earlier than 10 and probably 11. Okay, thank you very much. So which group are we following?
We're watching Daniele versus Escher.
I think that's good.
I thought we might be. That was a good choice. Yeah.
So Escher played Neil on this, and this side ramp is really hard to hit. You have to hit it perfectly, or it won't get around. So Escher was doing it very well, and I didn't see a lot of players doing that. So we'll see what happens here, but this is like a finals match. Right
Oh yeah, this would be a world championship battle.
Yeah.
I mean, without any doubt at all. Do you like Escher's profile picture?
Yes, I love that.
And you know, I sent out the questionnaire saying, anybody that wants to update the profile picture, that sort of thing, and I used the new one. Okay. So I got one from Daniele. Escher said no, I want to stick with 1.5. So, oh dear. Yeah, okay. So that's what he used to look like a few years ago.
Please do a poll on chat so we can decide which group to follow.
No, sorry, we run a dictatorship here.
Yes.
This is not democracy. If you want democracy, go somewhere else. And the thing with Doctor Who is avoiding tilting.
Yes.
Because you can tilt with that too much power into that ramp shot.
Yes. And like I said, Escher's gonna make this look easy, but from what I've saw,
it's not.
It's not. From a lot of people playing it.
I did actually think about taking the diverter out here, so that the ball comes fast, straight past rather than stopping.
Sure.
Because that, the multiple loops. I mean, unfortunately, at this level of pinball player, everybody can do 100 loops.
Yeah.
And so if everybody can do it, then it's actually better making it so they can't, perhaps. But it's sort of that's a double-edged sword, because it's actually great for people to see, and then they try it themselves. Third or fourth loop, you brick it, and you think, well, I saw Daniele do that. Why can't I do it? So,
Escher's making it look easy.
And Escher's playing Who strategy rather than Sonic Boom.
That's his typical strategy.
Yeah. But why not play the Sonic Boom? Why is he not?
It might be a timing thing, where he doesn't feel comfortable. Yeah, see that's the thing.
Colin MacAlpine, of course, doesn't believe in playing the W, so he always feeds over and then plays the H and the O, but doesn't take the dangerous W shot, which again is a good strategy.
Yep.
So Dina just coming in looking very anxiously to see where the puppy was. She's not interested, she's not slightly bit worried about what I'm doing. That's fine. My position in our family has dropped by one. So puppy number 1. That's fine.
Like your baby.
Puppy is I can just show you on this camera. Puppy is not asleep on her little sleep mat at the moment. She's in a bed at the back of the room, or she's actually on the floor. Okay.
Passed out.
So, do you like the puppy cam?
Yeah.
puppy cameras.
I like
That's nice idea.
Yep, final 8 here. You're seeing almost a finals matchup, but it is the final 8.
And the semi-finals are going to be a final, and the finals are going to be a final.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so you've
This
actually
is-
got 3 finals to watch
This is a slobber knocker.
the next 4 to 6 hours. So don't go away. Stay with us. We will be following it all the way through. We might be half dead by the time this pinball event, 11-day pinball event, actually finishes. But I'm actually looking forward to getting to Freddy's. We're waiting for the players at the moment, so we can chat. We did the stream in Italy, of course. That was awesome, and that's when I met the IFBA team and realised how much work they put into organising.
Oh, absolutely.
That's tremendous, absolutely tremendous. So really looking forward to working with them again. I mean, they're all here,
Yep.
okay, but that's not true. There's some flying.
No, some
are
are
flying
coming
in next week. And actually, my role in it then is only streaming. We are. That's not true. We are actually running final sheets for the Epstein Cup and the World Championship itself. So we will be doing a bit more. But look, we're not TDing. We're not changing machines or anything like that. I won't have a key.
Yep.
Okay, so Freddie's team can do all the tech stuff. So it will be a lot less stressful. So Freddie's will be
I
nice.
think Daniele might be getting some barbecue or something.
Daniele he actually disappears regularly. Daniele from a game, and he will.
He's such a great player.
He's a great player, but he doesn't watch. He never watches his opponent.
Yeah.
So you will never see him standing behind the player, watching over his shoulder or things like that.
Sure.
He comes out. He'll watch it on stream. So he'll come to the bar area and he'll be watching it on the stream. But you'll never see him actually in the tournament. And when we don't have it on big wall stream there, he'll sit at the bar here and he'll watch it on the television. I can just do a feed straight from the streaming computer out to the big telly there. That's nice because you actually get it live, so they're not watching it 5-10 seconds behind. And then the changeover you see actually happening in real time, whereas when they're watching it on Twitch, you've got the guy comes off and it's like, where's the other player? This is not normal. This is Daniele's disappeared. And
How are the other matches going?
okay, let's go and have a look. So standings here. So we've got 1-0 up to Paul. We've got Roy taken 2 against Julio, and obviously we're watching the Daniele game. No score so far in Kaylee and Jason. So looking good. What's that Daniele we saw coming back? Yep, there he is. Okay, so choice of doctor.
Well, it depends on what you're going. He's going 6.
Doctor 6, which is the multiplier.
Yep.
Playfield multiplier extender now. A lot of people say it's not really worth doing that because you're going to keep doing the loops anyway, and therefore you're going to get up to the ×4 playfield. But it does. I think it does stay up there longer as well. Ooh, it's going to get that back, but only just. Now, if you noticed what Daniele did there, he put one ball in the lock.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Looks like he's got multi-ball going here.
is
See him?
yeah.
Oh, he picked Hector 7, I think. I think he switched it.
He switched it after the first lock, which is normal. So he's doing multi-ball strategy here, and the multi-ball strategy is really, really lucrative. He's got to do this now. He's got to get the playfield multiplier up. Okay, that's centre. So you have to shoot all of the three holes in order to get the jackpot. So he needs the left-hand Dalek, which he just gets with 90 million. That was a real last-minute jackpot. Wow. And now he's going to go back to loop strategy. Oh, was he shooting for the escape targets? Surely not. And this is really uncharacteristic. Daniele doesn't normally miss. His shot accuracy is normally awesome. Yeah. So he missed 2 attempts at the centre ramp, and he missed 1 attempt at the W right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's only ball 1 though.
Okay, yes, the match play link is for the Fair Strike Knockout. That tournament has finished. Use the command !finals, and that will give you the link to this tournament. Thank you, Dr. Thomas. That's Florian Thomas. Florian Thomas bought that chair that you're sitting in, the JDL pinball chair. He's another one of my moderators.
Okay.
And that was a birthday present for last year, I think.
Cool. Yeah, these are big points. If you can hit these for 40 million each, so he'll hit the H, and the O, and he's gonna loop out again.
Yep, straight back to loops. But when you start, that's why I was surprised he's playing the Who, because if you play the Who loops, then it blocks out the Sonic Boom. So you can't get Sonic Boom if you're in the middle of Who.
But the big thing is, the ramps are worth 40 million
Oh,
each.
absolutely, yeah.
Did you get the bar?
I did.
Go get
Okay.
Is it barbecue's running? Yeah. Okay, we need to be out. Yeah. Do you want us to jump in here? Okay.
I'll be back, everybody.
All right, we're going to be replaced by the one and only wonderful Colin MacAlpine.
Before. Pleasure to meet you, Tyler.
Pleasure to meet you too.
I'll take the beer because
Yeah, take your.
I don't want you drinking my beer, Colin. I don't.
Do you want your phone as well?
I like it.
Okay.
But,
There you go. That's sitting down. It's nice. Always be sitting.
Yeah.
So you came all the way from New Zealand?
Yeah, I came here 6 months ago on a school exchange,
Oh, excellent. That's fantastic.
and then topped it off with the European and World Championship.
Perfect. And then you'll go back this summer then?
I'll be back in winter, so
Okay.
which is sad, but yeah, it's alright. Turns out the winter will be good, so yeah.
So we just begun. This is the semifinals, and well, not just begun. It looks like Escher's been hitting some sonic booms for a while now.
I think it's actually quarterfinals because there's 8 players. Is it?
Oh.
It looks like
You are
semifinals.
correct. You are
It
correct.
looks
It is the quarterfinals.
It looks like semifinals.
Tyler is correct. We are going to be here for a long time, so buckle in, everybody. Get your drink, get your food. You know,
Put the
don't
popcorn in the microwave.
put the pillow away, because Tyler and I are going to bring the epic commentary for you here, keeping it lively.
So it's just been going for the Who strategy. Just
Okay.
continuously doing Who.
So he's not doing the sonic booms. Just well, now he's going back to the
Apparently-
booms, but.
Apparently it's very difficult to get the loop. So he's making it look really easy. So, but it's actually quite difficult.
Yeah, I remember playing this last April, and yeah, that upper flipper is a little bit soggy, and so that was actually a very nice shot. But also, that's more like it, where it's just barely making it around, a little bit slower. But once you find the timing, then yeah, we're gonna be here a while watching the loops.
And this was Escher's pick, if anyone's wondering. So he's picked this machine, which is not. I'm not really surprised. He's actually been doing quite well on the loops beforehand. He did play it before. He misses the W for a sonic boom. Is he going to go for the H? Yes, he does. He gets the O as well. So Asian.
Yeah, you don't actually have to hit that right ramp. It's just another 40 million. I often like to play the Dr. Ho strat, which is you don't,
just
don't
HO.
even worry about the W, and do a ski jump and just do the dead end and keep looping. So it's lovingly called the Dr. Ho.
Yeah. I personally have not played enough Doctor Who in my time, but I usually like to keep it simple. I haven't played in a while, so I haven't actually been able to try the loop strategy that much. But I usually just go multi-ball strat. Well, usually I just lock 2 balls and then I go for the loop. And at some point the ball just randomly hits all those targets, and then multi-ball's ready.
And a great save there from Daniele, using every bit of his 2 dangers. And he's out, so you're up.
What 2 dangers, Colin? You got a danger for flipping too hard.
I know, I was surprised he didn't go straight to
I
tilt.
didn't do anything. Like, I was just flipping.
Yeah, well, you're up, so.
Yeah, I know.
trying to keep things moving here. We're running a little bit, not a little bit. We're running a lot of it behind schedule.
I mean, they started off with the qualifying. They thought it would be over at 6 o'clock, and the qualifying finished.
Yeah.
I think it finished at 9 o'clock. Plus, they still had to play the teams event. That was the Friday.
That was
and
Friday.
The Saturday, it also went till 9 o'clock, and then they had to play the Classics finals. And I think Escher's still due for a playoff round against someone.
For the bronze match, right?
For the bronze, yeah.
Yep. So there's Escher going back and doing the loop thing, and as long as you find that shot, and he's found the timing, it gets around. It just barely gets around, but it gets around. And no problem for him hitting the W ramp on the right, and he misses his dead-end shot. Let's see if he gets back in control. He does. He's going to...
jump.
Oh, not quite to the dead
Gets
end.
the O, though. At least he got it.
And this is that's a really friendly half ramp on the side ramp O shot, because a lot of Doctor Who's, if you half ramp that side ramp, it's going to the left out lane every time. And so at 4x multiplier, the Who shots, if you can just keep doing that three-way combo, are quite nice as well. Just 12 million a pop. Doesn't quite get around there. But ball stays in control, ball's on flipper, and we're back to the grind. 63 loops here for Escher on only ball 2, I believe. Or just ball 3?
This ball... Someone please say, I've forgotten. I think it's ball 3. I
jumped in here midway, so I didn't quite have the benefit of watching it from the beginning. But and this is it's still, this is incredibly skillful play. It's it can be it's a bit repetitive, obviously, but it's still fun to watch. Although for those of you maybe new to the competitive pinball scene, not all games are like this.
This is literally the only game that all you do is loops, or you go for multi-ball.
Yeah, and that's what Daniele was doing, and we saw what happened. He drained.
He drained. It's good once you get into it, and once it's a little bit tougher to get to than the loops on a good game, on a good version of the game. It's much easier to do the loops. But it becomes worth it once you get a couple jackpots on the multi-ball.
Almost cost him in the left out lane, but the ball chose in lane.
And then he just got a perfect loop of it.
Much to Escher's delight here. Nice no flip there. And pushing up in the mid 80s now. Nice little half flip there on the upper flipper to direct that ball down to the flippers instead of being side to side.
So there's Who again. W H O.
Everybody now, spell it in the chat. W. Oh.
Damn it.
W. Come on, let's get some W's in chat. H. O. It's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I must say this is a pretty boring game, but it's also it's good inspiration to try the loop strat if you get a chance to. It actually becomes quite fun trying to repeat only one shot. Although it does get that the left hand sore.
Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna get the. Speaking of hand getting sore, and why did he get a second chance there? What was that?
I think someone's going to be pointing that out.
I mean, it usually get from the kick out from the lots.
Oh, now it's out.
Okay. So paltry Masters bonus, 2 million points for his efforts there, adding on to the 1.6 billion. Daniele has a small little hill to climb.
Yeah. World Health Organization. Okay, so... okay.
Oh, thank you, Jermaine. Yeah, that's why he got the ball save. So he got a moonwalk. So the return, it actually is nicely coded in, unlike Demo Man. But if it comes down here and moonwalks from the in lane to the out lane, is this a touchscreen? I don't know. It is a touchscreen, yeah. So coming down here and then moonwalking from the right, from the in lane to the out lane. And where's the erase button?
So, you can also use the mouse
Okay.
So it comes down here, and then it goes in here, and then goes out.
Yeah, the spin of the ball takes it and moonwalks it to the outlane, and the software and game designers compensated for that and give you a wall save, so that's quite nice. So now Daniele only has, as we saw, Escher having roughly 80 loops, so Daniele has 80 loops and 8 sonic booms to go to have a chance of catching him, although he's got one ball locked on the left there. We'll see if he... No. Ski jump only gave him a part of the flipper to take the ramp.
Is he just going who strat now?
Yeah, if you found those 3 shots, why not?
Oh, sonic boom lit. Misses.
Oh, no boom there.
Will he get it?
There's the boom.
Will you... Oh, misses the H. Will he get it back? Yes, he will. And then the O. There we go.
And the other thing for those of you at home, if you have a Doctor Who and you want to make it a little more difficult than this one, you can also put natural red rubbers on it. These have these, you know, nicely looking yellow super bands that make it incredibly easy to control and cradle the ball.
If you want to try and make it more difficult, you can... Jim said this before, but you just remove the diverter and make it just go over so it goes straight to the flipper every time. Sonic boom. 1, 2. Oh. Oh.
Okay, you can still cash it. Nice.
Still got it. There we go.
All right, gets the full 120 million from that round of Sonic Booms.
Replay, which I think is at 400 million, so he should be up there.
Yeah, and in the chat there, actually Escher did play this in a prior round. I know he played it in his match with Neil Graf because I was watching him do it. And in that case, he only put up maybe 600 or 700 million, I think, not the 1.6. But as you can see here, if you don't miss, you literally can do this forever. The ball is never out of control with Sonic Boom.
He didn't get that last one, so he only got 40 at that time. Which, I say only. But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
good.
So you get 10 million, 1 million per loop. You got 10 loops and then starting a Sonic Boom. So every set of 10 has the potential for 130 million, plus the other random switches. And let's see. There's
Once
one.
we get a chance to look at his score, then we'll do some estimates.
Oh, he's having trouble on the fly
So
there.
he's on 550 million. He needs another billion, which means plus that extra 30 million from the 100. He needs at least 10 more Sonic Booms, which would be... Oh god, he needs to do 140 loops and get all the Sonic Booms just to catch it.
But he's found the timing now. And he's also wisely abandoned the multi-ball strategy.
You know what this reminds me of? Reminds me of Walt Wood, I think it was. He was playing this game and he put up 120, it was like a couple years ago. I saw it on the stream. I tuned in for a little bit.
I mean, Daniele drained because he missed his shot. Well-deserved drain. Yeah, Walt was doing that in disc, not this year, but the year before.
Yeah. I need to go and move the machine.
Okay. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate you doing that. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is the European Pinball Championship called EPC 2023, held here at Bulls&Balls in Hesse, Germany. And we started out with 256 competitors, and we are down to the top 8. It doesn't look like we have anybody into the top 4 yet, although Roy Wills is up 3-0 on Julio, and Paul Englert is up 1-0 on Carlos. So Carlos actually finally lost a game. Carlos had gone through clean, I believe, 3 rounds without losing a single game. Really impressive stuff there from Laserlos. And Paul Englert won on the Shadow. And Roy Wills won on Corvette, Tommy, and Circus. So that's the status of the other matches. And you just saw Escher take down Daniele in Game 1 on Doctor Who. The other match, which I don't have any information on the progress there, playing Scared Stiff, and that's between 2 Americans, Kaylee George and Jason Zoller.
If you want to update the scores, go onto the web browser. It's a web browser, not that one. It's Google Chrome, you can't see it. There. you manually type it in here.
Oh, okay.
So you just 1, 0, and then you click
Okay.
update. Then
Okay. All right. Excellent. And that was on the Google Chrome browser.
yeah,
Perfect. And then the stream is on which is it in this? No, it's not in
no, the
this.
stream's on this one. Yeah.
No. I mean, the bracket where it had the.
Oh right, so if you go back,
That's in the Google Sheets.
No, that's in OBS.
Oh, it's an OBS.
So that one, yeah, that was.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to see it? I'm stolen your chair. Apologise.
All right.
Good.
And wasting no time, to the delight of all of us, not spending any time dilly-dallying around, Daniele steps up and dives right into the Black Lagoon, along with his friend the creature.
Wait, 500 whoppers for the win. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Come on. You have my hopes up. Nah, I think we're looking at 200 to 300 whoppers.
It'll be close to, if it's similar to the other major with the new Whopperflation at Indisc, I think it'll be close to around 3.
Yeah.
I appreciate the offer, but no, I'll stick with the beer. It won't go very well with the beer.
Anyone
So-
able to work out what 56th equal would be? Because that's where I'm standing, and I want to see how many points that would be compared to. I have a look on.
Yeah, just look up Indisc, because in that had I'd probably maybe close to 200, so it's gonna have a similar profile. You can look at that. But Daniele was doing the left ramp strategy to build up his combo up the center, and he was just able to get it on time, pushing his score up to 55 here, and it looks like he's going to go back to the well. So this is kind of the Doctor Who-like strategy of Creature, is to do this left ramp, and then to comboing to the center shot after you've built it to its maximum of 16. I think it's 16.
Yeah, 16.
And the same thing, if you can control the feed out of the pops, it's the same concept as Doctor Who, that you'll never actually lose the ball.
So-
He's now out of control, though. Backhands it up there just in time. Another 16 million collect for Daniele.
Earlier against Pete Anderson, he got 1 billion.
Just doing this?
I don't know what he was doing, but he finished on 1 billion.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
He went for a couple of
Daniele got 1 billion.
But doing this strategy, just doing left ramp to center combo.
So what he was actually doing, if I remember correctly, is he was doing this combo.
Yeah.
Plus he was also completing film, doing the.
Okay, so he was branching out and doing the film as well.
And he
Okay.
got a couple super jackpots. He got his multiplier up to 4x, which gave him
Nice.
371 million. super
Okay, so he was doing that the quote unquote proper way to play the game. But here he's going to move your car now. Just spam that center shot that he's been hitting
Yeah,
for his
that's how
combo.
it started off, and we thought that he was just going to the normal strategy of just move your car all day, but no.
And he's got the timing down on the fly, so he's not even bothering to catch the ball because he's played this game already. He's dialed in on it. He knows the timing and the bounces. And oh, of course, I say that and I jinxed him and he biffed it.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah. And no, this is gonna trouble. Oh, actually, that took a very strange feed out of there. A lot of times you go straight down the middle on those half shots up that center lane.
Basically catch it.
Yeah. So that was fortuitous for him. Let's see if he can survive the slings. He does.
Ooh, that-
This seems like a very playable creature.
It is Daniele was playing that for ages. I think the whole entire match. Oh, one of his balls just went on for like 20 minutes. I think he was just playing for so long and just continuously building up things. You know, keep on. He was playing the multi-ball and he just had 2 balls. One was on the left flipper. The other one he just shot up the left ramp during the multi-ball, which sends it down to.
You scoop.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you get to the bowl. You go to the bowl.
It just
Yeah.
goes around in there.
Yeah. Spin the bowl.
And then. Yeah.
Ooh, when it rains.
Yeah, but still, that's a
Weird focus. Where's focus? Is it? Focus.
with Roger Rabbit. Okay. All right. So Daniele ground. That was very grindy. Very grindy ball one from Daniele. 170 million. Great start. That's always a nice thing to do. In player one, you just get up there, lay down a nice baseline score, and take time too. So it freezes out or ices out your opponent. And meanwhile, in the back, it looked like It looked like whoever's playing Roy Wills is that Julio? It looked like Julio. It looked like Julio had stepped away. Maybe he didn't realize he had a ball save, and then went back. Never walk away. Never walk away.
At least see the
Yes.
bonus. Unless you're annoyed, then you can walk away. But
Even then,
bad.
you'll be even more annoyed that you walked away. The ball came back.
All right, so Escher's donned his headphones. Doesn't want to hear anything. Doesn't want to breathe in particulate matter.
I think he's got a cold and he's being respectable to everybody else.
Oh, that's kind of him. That's really nice. So yeah, here he looks like Escher is gonna do. He's gonna do film, maybe, because he looked like he was cashing in his F there on the left, and he's gonna go with the catch strategy out of the pops instead of just going on the fly.
Now he's got a liter of film.
Yep, he got the L, and I forget if there's a bug. I think if you spell flim, I think you still get the sequential bonus if I'm not mistaken. But he has 2 more targets, I think, of his mega menu. Nice, good decision there. So one more hit to the snack bar scoop will spot his next light for his targets. Or you can flail and miss and start moving your car.
Straight into there. 8 million.
Well, at least he's hit it quickly.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you're gonna play move your car, you want to hit it quickly because that sets the value for the remainder of the mode.
Will he play it?
Yeah, it's hard to turn down a move your car, especially early game. If it's late game and you know that, hey, and you've got a multi-ball in the wings waiting for you, you might want to just go ahead and cash your multi-ball because actually move your car will start back again after the multi-ball's finished. Everything's on fire. The car and the car park are burning down.
Just not in time.
I would have given him
What, fourth? 36 million?
Okay.
Towards multiple then?
What was him again?
Well, that was
The right slide. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's going for it.
Early
Oh.
and pays the price.
2 bites of that cherry though.
Too bad what?
He had 2 bites of the cherry.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's and Escher's good about this. He knows you own your drains, and you make a compensation the next time when you play it. When you take the shot, know that you went early, and shoot a little bit later.
The good news is his multiple's 1 shot away.
All right.
So you looked it up, Tyler.
So
what's your estimate for your 56?
So wait, we'll go from the top. So at this point it's top 8, and if they get up now, they're still earning 150 points.
Yeah, it's
which
a lot of
is really
whoppers.
good. That would be Paul Einglet's best event, Daniele's best event, or maybe Daniele's, I'm not sure. A lot of people's best event there. But for me, it might actually be my best event, which will look bad because my best event at the moment is a second somewhere. But I'm looking
Hey, no whoppers look bad.
no whoppers look bad, but I'm looking here. I'm looking at 23 points, and I'm ranked 800th in the world. So that's good.
Solid points.
Yeah.
Solid points for me. What about you? How would you go? Where you go?
I went out in the top 32.
Top 32. So,
I won't spare you my blushes where I went out.
so about 40, 45 to 50.
Okay. Yeah, I would have liked to have done at least 1 round or 2 rounds better, but
Actually, top 50. If you were a high qualifier, you might actually get 80 points, around 6. So between 40 and 80 points.
are they gonna break the ties for people who went out in the same round based on your qualifying position?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be
I
doing
believe
that.
that's what they said for.
And then they're going to go. I think they went by qualifying position, then points during the qualifying, and if you're still equal, they're going by rank.
Well, that was for the deciding between who gets the choice of game first. I don't know if they will do that for the final rankings.
I
But
thought that was for the.
so sorry, we were a little bit distracted there, relishing in just in all this bountiful
And the
bounty of
opportunities.
opportunity here at EPC. in Fulda this year. And in the meantime, Daniele did not have quite the ball too. And he went back to his grinding strategy, but found the drain rather quickly at 186. So Escher is smiling behind that mask, knowing that the door is now open for him. Makes the adjustment, hits the Vuck, gets the sequential. So he got the Flim.
Yeah.
He got the Flim sequential award. Nice.
Now he's gonna go for that.
Yeah, he's not gonna miss it now.
Right, where do we say the girl is? What scoop?
Middle.
I'm going with Kiss.
Does this have the custom ROM where it's always the second shot you get the girl?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, we still can do that.
Yeah,
Let's
we
see.
can still
I'm
guess.
going with Kiss. I think it's
Okay.
Kiss. What about you?
I think he's gonna go middle for the second one. He's gonna try to pop this one right off the. Oh, did he?
Straight up.
Straight up.
Okay. He's going straight in to get in the multipliers. All right. Oh, this is nice. Oh, he missed the ramp. He's cradled up on the left there. And you can do this because you have the multi-ball restart at your
So you
disposal.
went first for that one. No girl there. You went for Kiss.
And
Yes.
there she is.
I won.
Tyler wins. You get 0 whoppers for that.
Damn it. Surely 0.00001.
And so now he has.
Oh,
That's all right. He'll have the restart if he gets a. Oh, and he gets the bank shot. Did he call the? Did he call the glass? Did he call? Did he call the kiss?
Shot.
All right, so we're back in multi-ball. It's a 2-ball multi-ball with no ball save. And it's,
Daniele, when he got this when he got this restart, he just played for ages and ages. It was the restart mode. Oh, and
that was an
unlucky.
interesting choice there. Escher tried to do a ski jump, and it just didn't have nearly the amount of speed to clear the gap to make a successful shot at the scoop and there down the
unlucky.
middle. That wasn't unlucky. That was pilot error.
final ball. Close game.
Yep. It's still anybody's game. Daniele has a roughly 60 million lead, but that's not insurmountable by any means, and he knows that. So I'm anticipating we're going to see Daniele go for that final M shot there on the right to the Vuck, and so he can start his multi-ball, and then let's see what approach he takes, if he goes for getting some multipliers or if he just wants to cash in a jackpot and get a super jackpot to put the pressure on Escher. There we go. It's ready. Sequential award for 8 million. Is he going to one-time it or is he going to catch it? He one-times it to the ramp. Nice.
Universal Studio presents Culture from the Black Lagoon.
But first we got to find her. All right, let's see what his approach here is. He tried to one-time it into the center scoop, to the snack bar scoop. Gets the bounce in. Nice.
Now he'll be going far right because he's got the trade honor. Oh, moving.
Nice reaction there.
I think it is.
I think you might be on the Twitter column if you always find her on the second attempt.
Yeah, I think it is, which that's the proper way to handle a competition, so that's good. All right, let's see if he's going to catch this time. Nope, he's going to send it up top, around the ramp, this nice winding ramp here. Let's see how many letters he gets.
Second
One.
to follow it.
So he got two letters. This one's going to give him maybe only one. I think it may have bumped into the other ball.
I think you gave 2.
Okay.
So it's up to you. I need to go.
Oh, he's dialed in on that ramp, folks. All right, 2X is primed. But he's not done.
Guess again.
He's going for 4x. That's what he did when he was playing.
Yeah, because when you're on your last ball, you might as well go for the glory. He has but that's all right. The restart's ready.
Easy.
Find it.
Lovely. That was sublime. Just cool, calm, collected, post transfer, nail the center scoop. All right.
So feed.
Let's see how much he's going to push for the multipliers.
Either that or he's just going to cash in.
Oh, he's going for more multipliers. Okay, he's cashes. That's just the find the girl, though, or the rescue, sorry. Now the jackpot's lit at the scoop. Oh, he flops it and he looks up to the sky in Italian disgust.
Back to the strategy then.
He's just going to loop with the lift ramp now.
Yeah.
There's not much point. I don't see much point in going for other things.
I think you revert back to multiple when you make some passive progression.
Yeah, I agree. If he, well, okay, maybe now he's going to eat at the buffet.
How's his snack bar? 2 to go.
Yeah, and that's the hardest of the 4, especially in the second and beyond, because you can't just hit the scoop anymore. You have to hit the targets. So yeah, he's not quite in the same timing rhythm that he was before. Okay, it's 16 now. Oh, not quite. Let's see. Oh, and that's it. That's the half feed. That center lane half feed is death.
I think when it feeds off the left, it gets that bobble, but when it comes feeding off the right, that's
I agree.
Death.
Yep.
Escher stepping up then with what's that, 150 to catch.
Yeah, 150. He is back at the beginning in terms of his film progress, and as we were talking about, he has to do it the hard way for the snack bar targets.
What would you play here, Colin?
I would just grind. I think I'd grind left ramps to center shot, and then it'll eventually also give me a move your car. You do a few 16 millions and a nice move your car, and you'll catch it. There's also a snack bar 20 million hurry up he could do by hitting the right ramp. I don't know if this one will backhand the right ramp, but it's quite nice and safer to do it that way. And then the next award from that is a video mode, but that's in total, I think it's only around maybe 50 million. I think it's 20 million for the snack bar hurry up, maybe another 30 if I'm not mistaken for the video mode.
Lots of ways we can go about it then.
Yeah.
I think you're right there. I think we're about to see some.
The other thing you could also do is you shoot the right vuck and start your unlimited millions on the left ramp. You can cash in. You'll probably get somewhere in the vicinity of 50 million if you can do that uninterrupted. So lots of options here for Escher. It's just a matter of stepping up, having the confidence, hitting your shots, and doing it.
I don't think that's going to be one thing these players are lacking of.
No, Escher doesn't lack that at all. I can vouch for that from personal experience. I am proud to say the last 2 times I've played Escher in head-to-head, I've gone down in 8 games at IFPA last year and in 7 games at the Nationals
Making
this
him work
year.
for it.
Yeah, indeed. And I had it in the Nationals especially. I had it right there. It's my fault.
Okay, so centre shot. 6 away from move your car.
And you can see Escher opting for the... Yeah, I think so. He's just going to move your car.
Whose choice was again? This was Daniele.
This would be Daniele's.
Yep.
I think if you score $1 billion, I don't think you pick it if you're Escher. Especially since
Feed.
off the left side, so it's fine.
Tried the backhand, but was late. He adjusted and hit it. 2 more shots to start move your car.
If he does really good.
Oh, the ball sticking to the flipper like a teenager to their phone.
He's got the control off that right feed now, hasn't he? Obviously, the other benefit of this as well is if you go through this.
Oh, but not going to happen. Daniele ties it up 1-1. All right, you're in for a treat. You're going to get to see some Foo Fighters. A game some of you may be very familiar with if you're local locations and distributors or friends with generous collections are willing to share with you. It's been out for quite a little bit now, since the spring, and a really fantastic first cornerstone game from Jack Danger at Stern Pinball, and really great shots. The game is it can get a little bit grindy, and you're probably going to see Escher playing what's called the Washington DC strategy, and that is he's going to be going for completing 3 modes so he can get to the mini wizard mode of Washington DC, and then you're going to see a points explosion.
44. 1 minute 44 to do that.
Wow, like a pit crew.
Yep.
We have the F1 pit crew of moving streaming rigs here at EPC. Get some bits in the chat or some follows or subscriptions for that amazingly fast movement of the camera rig here.
It cannot be said that we held up the gameplay.
Indeed. Now, why I don't know why Escher has 2,060 points already. It does look like the game's smart enough to realize that all his skill shots are still blinking valid. So you can see the scrolling lights here, and those are showing you where you can get there for the drop targets, and you can see the light here for that one.
I think he's just getting the 2,000 points approved.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Say any problems.
And which one was the erase button for the erasing the telestrator? Oh, okay, just that center mouse button. Got it.
Don't attack my face.
Being attacked by a hound.
Yeah, and who knows where that face has been out. Dirt in the trash.
Don't look, Tyler. You don't know where he's been, Doc. Oh, right, okay. Some sort of skill shots happened. Under control.
Right, we'll go into a cuddle.
Looking for that in a loop.
Hop down.
And the ball save.
Good thing he had the overdrive.
Yeah. Nice faith there when it bounced back quickly, just let the ball settle.
That was crazy.
Ooh.
What was that? Where's the replay?
Replay. Boom.
Okay, we captured the replay. And now, okay, here we go. I want to see that. Look at this. It goes up on the plastic, bounces off the plastic, and swishes the right out lane. That was a travesty.
That is tough. Now, is this
Oh.
clear on its own, or do we have to press it again? I know it's clear on its own.
Wow. But yeah, so yes, Jabbar99, yes, this is not the finals. This is the finals, but we've been playing finals all day. So the qualifying took place over the first 2 days and the weekend on Friday and Saturday. This is the finals head-to-head bracket.
Round of 8.
This is the round of 8, the quarterfinals, where we're seeing two former multi-world champions here in Escher Lefkoff and Daniele Acciari. Current number 1, Escher, former number 1, Daniele, a multi-world champion on both parts. So, fantastic match here. You guys are in for a treat.
Actually, Daniele has best of number 2. Information on the stream. That never has been.
Oh, wait, let's look here.
That's a bit of Daniele trivia for you.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Full-time world
Okay.
champion, and then, not.
Well, he's number
Oh,
one.
it's
He's
ranked
number 1 in our
second.
hearts. Okay, so
He's number 1 in our hearts. Yes.
but he's won the IFPA World Championship 4 times, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. All right, so he has his overdrive and gets his ball back, and he will be sticking around at least until he drains again. He's up to 11 million. He's playing his mode right now. This is the I didn't see which mode he was starting. This is the light blue mode. Crud, I can't tell from the, sorry.
Looks like we've had a bit of a poll in the chat. 11 people voted for Escher, only 1 voted for Daniele in terms of...
That was Los Angeles. Okay. It was a little bit, so the color of the camera and what's showing up on the screen is a little bit bluish compared to what I'm used to seeing in person. So those are normally more emerald green arrows for Los Angeles. Escher dives right in. The skill shot goes all the way around, which is a nice thing to safely feed your flipper. He had no interest in getting any of his van mods. Let's see what mode he's going to choose to play. He did New Orleans. So this is shoot a shot and hit it again. So you hit one of the purple shots, and then that same purple shot will be lit again. So he hit the center spinner shot, so now the center spinner is lit again. He looks like he's trying to stack in his Overlord multi-ball here. A little bit late there, trying to get it into that green flashing shot.
Dangerous.
That was a great nudge. This one is a lot more friendly of a tilt setting.
Been won by the looks of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that would have been a straight to tilt on about 90% of the other games in that hole.
Finds this, gets the rollover on the center shot, so he gets the award.
Bashes the Overlord. He needs to bash him 2 more. Now just 1 more time. The Overlord is going flashy crazy for us.
Ooh, dangerous.
That has got to go to tilt.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say. I mean, the first move, he may have actually gotten away with it, but then he had to do a counter move on top of it, and it was going to tilt.
I think we're in for a wait now.
Yeah, it's a
Exactly,
it's a real pity. I want to do another PSA, public service announcement for anybody running tournaments. Install earplugs into the crook of your tilt bobs on your machines. It dampens the tilt bob, so that way you only have to wait 5 to 10 seconds between a tilt. It would be perfectly still, and you can save countless hours in all the tournaments that you organize and play. Earplugs for the win. All right, Daniele looking to short plunge, it looks like. Oh, he takes it into the drop. So what has he got? He's got his engine. So he currently has modded his, he will have more time for his next mode, his next van mode, and he can hit the paddle if he wants to for a little bit more if he wants it, or he can just go for white arrows, similar to Jurassic Park, and shoot enough white arrows to light the mode start over at the left ramp. He's also bashing that captive ball that was left there by Ray. You cannot steal the progress of the locks, but instead of him having to go all the way back into the little overlord area, he only has to make contact with that captive ball on the outside. So it's actually an advantage if a player leaves that, your opponent leaves that for you.
You steal the physical ball, don't you?
You do.
When the second player steps up, they have to shoot it in there to relock it.
I'm not sure if they do or not. I think if the first time you strike the back targets, but it makes it more difficult,
right, okay.
because it's more difficult to hit the back target than it is to hit the ball that's sitting down there. So he started his multi-ball, but unfortunately, I don't.
He doesn't have a mode?
I don't think he brought his he's playing a naked multi-ball. No mode stack. So, oh no, he has a mode. Yeah, you're right. That's just the jackpot shot on the right ramp. So, unfortunate here for Daniele, but you can still get some decent points here in All My Life multi-ball. He's relocked a ball in the Overlord, so all his jackpots are now doubled while it's captured in there, and he also gets the benefit of single ball play. He's just raising the jackpot value by hitting the Overlord, so it's now nearly 2 million points for a jackpot. He's nowhere
He's got the right loop is lit for a jackpot. It's hard to see.
It is, yeah, you're right. It's a very small little red arrow there. Oh, I'm getting all sorts of crazy...
Yeah, that just has...
Oh, okay, just use the mouse, yeah.
So that's lit.
Let's see the ball again.
And there is an add-a-ball available, but it doesn't tell you that it's there. It's over on those radio targets. Over here on the left-hand side, you have to hit both of them and then one more time. And that will add a ball to any of the multi-balls. But he will not be adding a ball. That is All My Life over. And only a paltry 4.2 million for his All My Life multi-ball.
It's a lot of work.
But still, we're both within striking distance of each other. Escher stepping up at 27 mil, a far cry from the billion that he put up earlier on this game. And that's pinball. That's the beauty of pinball, is that unlike a lot of video games where you know if you're playing against a certain person, they're going to get a certain score on that video game because they have the muscle memory of their thumbs and the fingers and everything to know exactly how to get it. But with the ball being wild in pinball, you can't reliably count on getting that score each time. And it did require relock. Okay, so yeah, I thought that maybe the first hit would automatically start it, but it did require the relock. And Escher, he's going for the mode and getting his mode lit instead of going straight into the Overlord. Which is, you know, it's risk and reward. I like this a lot because it's ball 3. He's risking. Oh, smooth. Just nails that left ramp. And 1 times to the captain ball to stack on the multi-ball. Here we go.
Alright. He's just going to be cradling one ball and playing the other by the looks of things.
What we saw earlier today is people bringing, is it Area 51 multi-ball into this as well?
You can, if you hit the right ramp enough on the Pro model. I believe so.
Okay,
He's hit it
by the looks of it.
twice.
But more
It's got its
Look for the animation. Area.
yeah, he's not. It'll start flashing Area 51.
4 more.
Yeah, he's got a long ways to go. So the main thing is he's getting great mode value from his mode shots here, and if he completes it fast enough, he'll also have a decent time bonus in the final shot to the Overlord. And it's not ready quite yet. Now it is. You can see the Overlord flashing like crazy, signaling shoot here.
He went for his
And 2x left ramp the rest of the ball. That means he had a good mode, but not a phenomenal one. A phenomenal mode, you would get that 2x for the rest of the game.
Just so everyone knows, the right loop is still lit for jackpot. Oh, I save.
Only a single danger.
Single danger. Yeah.
Wow, the
I think
tilt.
he's comfortable with how
Yeah.
the machine now.
Well, man, the tilt bob settings in these games are so variable. As some of those other games,
Some of the games
you
just
breathe on Doctor Who and you're tilting. Oh, it almost gave him the instant apron Lazarus off the right outlane.
Right.
So ending with 93 million,
So
Escher.
72 million needed for the win.
Free, aren't we? Yeah.
We are.
Long way to go back to his multi-ball.
Yeah, back to the Overlord is going to require a lot of hits. He has to hit the targets surrounding the Overlord, and then has to go into the Overlord to qualify the lock, and then bash the ball a number of times. So it's quite a bit of distance there.
Looking to play a mode then.
Yeah,
obviously.
you
Three
can.
more for Area 51. He could be going for Area 51 with a mode.
You could. You can get
That's
the.
reasonable.
You can get the. Yeah, it's just as having the safety of multi-ball if you can find consistency in that right ramp shot, and once again bring in the mode this time instead of starting the multi-ball without it. Looks like he was trying to start the mode right now, hitting that flashing van.
So he is going for Area 51.
Okay.
2 more.
Yeah, you can't do that. You have to really hit on the fly. It's-
That left flipper doesn't look like quite strong enough to pull that off from a ski jump.
And that ramp is really steep. It feels steeper on this game. What's he
That's the
picking here?
mode.
Okay, he's sticking with Los Angeles again. I mean, it's hitting ramps, and so he likes hitting ramps.
Roll that ramp. Oh, there we go. Eric, 2-1 multiple ready.
Oh my god. Oh!
He's got a ball
Nice.
save. Oh no, double danger. Tilt!
No.
Straight to tilt!
No.
So Escher, this is the nuance of making the different
Right,
nudges
so-
in pinball. Yeah.
Let's see if
All
we
right,
beat out
F1,
time.
F1 crew.
3, 2.
2 players queued up. Daniele takes it away. Daniele not going for the free ride strat and consumes his kickback. That is costly. So unlike modern Stearns, where during the initial ball save it does not consume your kickback, on this era of game, the kickback is consumed even though that free ride was running. So that gaping maw of death there over on the left is now going to kill Daniele the next time he goes over there, unless he relights his kickback for that alley
That one also works.
of that. Oh, okay. Into the supercharger Daniele goes. He'd already juiced it up to 8 million. Actually, just kind of from bouncing around. You get that from bouncing into those stand-up banks that are just above the slingshots.
So in my running commentary of what Daniele scored in previous rounds, went through Redline Mania twice and scored over 500 million.
Yeah, I was just telling him that no shock that he picked this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a massive debate though, because he did walk across completely to the other side of the hall and then picks the game right back at the other end of it. just keeps on our toes.
Okay.
Back into burn rubber.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
It's really nice when the kickback goes in the burn rubber. Earlier in the weekend, when we had to play this machine, the kickback was doing crazy things, and even going back to the kickback again.
Yeah.
And then on one of my balls, going back to the kickback again, and then by that time the kickback was off, and it was the end of my ball.
And did Daniele at the start? Oh, too far. Did he get his free RPM from ball save?
He did not opt for that.
Oh,
He
interesting.
opted to just start going at it with the upper flipper and did unsuccessfully. But yeah, I prefer to actually take those freebies. And
Even if it's just one, like,
yeah, you can
gets you going.
you can get this. Most getaways you can actually get 3.
I saw 3 out today from people.
This one, the plunger's a little bit softer than many other getaways, so the ball's taking longer to get around and make the path, and so there is no grace, and it triggers when the ball finally comes to rest in the spot that's available in the trough. So if there are balls that are locked, you always want to take a look when you step up and see how many balls are locked in the little house here on the side. And if there's 1 or 2 balls locked, that means it's going to take longer for that ball. And you then don't want to chance it maybe with as many free rides. Otherwise, it'll be your last ride.
Oh, yes. A fairly embarrassing way to go at that.
Yeah, exactly. I've done it before. Guilty.
Don't think there isn't a way out of getting away safely.
All right. Escher queued up his music, it looks like, grooving out to something in his headphones. And Escher also is. And the reason why, look at this. This is why. I mean, who needs free ride when you can just loop ride? And he's done.
Super fast ball. Did he even get his gear shift in there? I know
I'm not sure, but it'll be waiting for him if he didn't. But that's yeah, you get not only the RPMs, but you also get some speed millions there if you're able to consecutively loop that upper flipper.
And when he goes back to gear shift, does he retain his RPM?
Yes.
Straight to video mode.
This will be around 23 million. It's presuming that Daniele,
33 kilometers per hour.
assuming he doesn't crash. Yep, 333, correct.
What's that in English?
Oh, I don't know.
200 miles an hour?
Yeah, I think it's over 2.
300k is well, 100k is 60. 200k would be 100.
Oh, is it 187?
Look out, Daniele's in super drainer mode.
Previously, he's let his time out.
Yeah.
Same again.
Yep. And you know why? Why do you time it out?
No.
Because you can't make progress towards Redline Mania during Supercharge. So you're getting good points,
Yeah.
but you're sacrificing the progress towards the great points.
Yeah.
Let's see, is this up to the full 10? No, another 8. Okay.
Choosing to go into it, he's deliberately shooting now.
Well, and so he fed his. You can make the lock on this particular copy a lot easier from the upper flipper than the lower flipper. I found the lower flippers the left orbit was a little bit slow and clunky and wouldn't always make it up that ramp that's on the back that you can't see.
Oh, yeah, you can see halfway up the ramp and head back out.
So he is. There you go. That's So, note to self: go into the saucer, go into the tunnel, and just use that upper flipper. And let's see if he'll do just that. No, he'll take some RPMs on the right orbit. Another attempt. Ah, yeah, a stronger flip there.
Dispatch, this is 504. Suspect went in the red light. Over. Roger, 504.
All right, so he is going to go ahead and play his regular multi-ball, so that means he is consuming his multi-ball ball save on this multi-ball, the less valuable of the two. And there's the supercharger, so that'll count down to 0, and then the jackpot will be lit.
Makes a good orbit. Good jackpot shot before it was ready. Yeah, on the left orbit. 25 million.
So the flipper actually is the right flipper has actually been known to loop on this particular game during the game.
Indeed.
And, this particular one, I don't know if all of them have the problem. So you actually need to really dial in that left loop.
Oh, that was excellent. Oh, that was
Backhand.
an up and under. And you can still see the live action there on the right. Up and under, and then double 2 balls into the supercharger.
Irish balls. They both caught in the rubber.
Sorry about that. So they're back. So he got another super then. Well, sorry about that. I trounced over the super, but he still got the points. Don't worry.
50 million points.
The super wasn't the impressive part. The impressive part was the setup. He set the table and then enjoyed the buffet.
Back to RPM then. Not far away from Redline Mania.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. He's only maybe 3 shots away.
Has he got it?
But no, you won't get RPMs from the supercharger.
Shot. This is RPMs.
And Redline Mania
Back into the supercharger.
gets the end lane.
Wow.
Okay.
Not sure what he's doing.
I was going to say you can let it come down.
He had it on the right flipper as well, then.
Let's
He
see.
maybe just bricked the shot.
Oh,
Tries the back.
oh no!
Strange.
No!
He's still got another ball, right? Well, at least he's saved it for the next ball.
Yeah, he still has it available. So the other thing is some background points that are going to be taking place here, likely on Escher's ball, assuming he hits a freeway. This the setup on this particular copy of Getaway, the 5 million freeways are lit to begin your game. And that's unusual. Usually it starts down lower and you have to earn your way up to the 5 million. And what that means is that any time that you are shooting the freeways for the rest of the ball, as soon as you consume it the first time, you'll have 5 million happening in the background. And so just looping out can be quite lucrative.
Yeah, it's certainly, I think, the best strategy to game out. Control across.
Okay.
That left door a bit.
Oh, lovely looping here. Oh, nice. Still going. And the supercharger's been already going. It just hasn't displayed it yet. Already at 80 million almost.
Will you time it out now?
I believe he will.
Enough risk taken?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Super Drainer. I mean, keep track, for those of you home with a Getaway, keep track of how many times you drain, what percentage you drain during Supercharger. I guarantee you it's like...
50.
No, I think it's like 75%.
TV light is kickback on the front.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. One more shot to light red line.
It's certainly got the timing down.
Okay, let's...
Takes us 23 million points.
Germany, you need to drive on the right side of the road.
He's driving all over the road. Oh, I thought he crashed for sure there.
5 million award from that. 5 million down there.
There was that
Can
crazy...
he backhand it, or is it his pass?
It is.
The alley pass. No, fine.
Oh. Nice drop catch.
Control. Oh, finds the post again. Uterus.
Does need to do good in this red line. Now we've got double red line mania. So red line mania is lit for Daniele, and red line mania is lit for
It's tough.
Escher.
Red line Drania.
It's tough for both of them. As soon as you start getting that lateral movement,
Oh, yeah.
it's hard to get that back under control.
It's amazing how narrow that shot becomes when it's lit for something as important as red line mania.
So the one difference, obviously, is
Doesn't kill.
difference is Escher should have his ball save.
Yes, he will have his ball save for red line mania, which is supremely important.
Gets the kickback.
Now, is he going to let it come down? Just let it come down? Yes.
Oh,
Oh!
that finger's not great. Bounce across, yeah. Find the shot.
Hey!
So lots of super jackpots out here.
Viva Italia. There we go. Okay, still
That finds the cradle.
still 3 guests at the party. Oh, just fantastic juggling skills here.
Just the ball management to keep them in play. Losing one. Finds the first jackpot. Back into the supercharger now to get it removed.
Dispatch, this is 504. He got away.
Interesting choice there with the ski jump. I don't understand that.
Maybe he's looking for. Maybe he's just looking for control on the left.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's looking for when the ball.
Oh, nice. So the back end does work when it's already engaged. And now he's down to just one more supercharger shot.
No. Oh no. No kickback.
Okay, so medium Redline Mania. Not fantastic. Oh, and even with the save, he gets rewarded with a trip to the right outline.
So it looks like Escher needs a super jackpot. It's red line mania.
It's 50 mil for the super jackpot. So he'll need a bit more than that. Is it 100?
Yeah, it's 100.
Oh, okay. Even the very first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So the very first left orbit is 100 mil.
No, 25.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. Yeah, okay.
Just re-gate that.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes.
So 125 that will take him
It's a game you're familiar with. The last ball at that.
Oh yes. That's what reminds me too. And
And we sat next to each other at dinner, but I didn't get a chance to introduce myself.
yeah.
And you are?
Take one.
You're okay. Okay. See, I only heard the voice. I heard the voice, and I knew the voice, but not the face.
Yeah.
So pleasure.
Face to
To put it, yes, face to the voice. To sit here in the booth and call this fantastic action and getaway.
Yeah.
Escher has Redline Mania lit.
Yeah, this was the first game I ever owned. Getaway High Speed 2, so it's in my heart in this one.
Oh, don't do the backhand. The backhand's not working. Oh, and on the fly. One time to the end of the supercharger. Here we go. And Escher, you'll see this is his first multi-ball, so he will have a ball save.
See some super jackpots.
He'll get that back.
Yep, and then the supercharger.
Is it counting while it's going in there?
Yeah. Background, yeah.
Yep. There's one more in there in the supercharger. There it is. Now. Oh, I thought he had it with the upper flipper.
Good catch.
Walk off, 100 million. Escher's excited, takes the victory. He's up 3-1 on Daniele Acciari here at EPC quarterfinals.
Alright, let's stop crew going out.
They've been an amazing team this weekend.
Yeah, they're on the spot, man. They're timing each other like an F1 pit crew. It's great.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, here we go. Thank you for the updates in the chat. So as somebody had mentioned, Roy Wills takes down Julio Vicario Soriano 4-2. Jason Zoller up 2-0 on Kaylee. Paul Englert up 3-1 on Laserlos, and Escher up 3-1 on Daniele. So a lot of great matches going on here. We're going to continue to follow the action of Escher versus Daniele, and we'll just bring you updates as we learn about them from others in the chat that may be posting, or as we see them on the scoreboard.
Guardians, you called it right.
Okay, so with this may be high action, this may be very, very slow action, because I wouldn't be surprised to see Escher play the immolation strategy, and which means he's going to try to complete half the shots in all 8 modes.
Just to get there quickly.
Because and then as soon as he gets halfway through a mode, he's going to trap up on the flipper because there's no pausing in the timers. The timers continue to count down.
Right.
So have a drink available for those of you watching. Have something to eat, maybe something else to do on the side, some rule sheets to study on, something else, a game. Maybe you want to play a ball while you wait for Escher to time out some of these modes after he's gone halfway through.
And what modes do you tend to start with? Yakka?
I would actually. I would actually prefer saving Yaka for the group multi-ball because you can get some really nice instant points.
Double danger.
Worth every bit of it because he's still getting to play.
And this is the pro, right? So
Yeah.
it's gonna just pop out. Yep.
Well, it's gonna pop out.
On the premium.
Well, the pro actually can keep it as well, but it's set to virtual locks. But it is set that the mouth actually does move. You can also turn off the mouth, and then it's just a bash toy, and it's not nearly as cool. But you have a lot less problems on an operator as far as the mechanics and something mechanical to break down. But he only has 5 seconds left here on the mode, but I think he has already done the halfway point. I wasn't watching the screen, but anytime you make it halfway on the mode, it will give you this like kind of solar system looking graphic.
The
And we
innovation initiative for
yeah.
a dashboard almost.
And we can
Yeah, exactly.
we can tell he's flashing, so that means that he has indeed gone halfway on Yaka.
So cheeky ball save on the right lane there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got 2 balls locked, and now he starts another mode. Pod chase.
And the multi-ball's ready. Some copies of Guardians, you can actually hit the Groot fairly easily from the right flipper, but I haven't played this copy yet this weekend, so I don't know what it's like. But Escher was confident with the left flipper, post-transferred, and nailed Groot. So into multi-ball we go.
Shot multipliers all there.
What you're doing is wonderful. You know what I'm doing? You started with only 1 player.
Thank you, Josh.
You gotta restart.
Wrong.
Oh no, the left flipper.
Gone.
Stuck. Oh no.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Oh. What happened?
The
Game not valid. Did he only say 1 player game?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
Just yeah, I'm sorry. I do apologise.
Wow.
Simba particularly was trying to get us to read the chat here, saying that they'd only put 1 player up.
Yeah, so the ruling is, in IFPA rules, if you don't start with the correct number of players, that game is null and void and you start over. Even though you're correct in the chat, you can simply press the start button to add the second player, but you could do some kind of shenanigans with that and try to game it. And Escher wasn't trying to game it. He probably thought he'd pressed it twice and it only hit once. So we will be back to the beginning now and see if Escher does the exact same thing of Yaka arrow halfway, then pod chase with group multi-ball. Looks like that's going to be the case. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Escher is a phenomenal player. I fully expect he would do exactly the same thing. There's 1 free practice, somebody said.
Yeah, indeed. And that's, and that may not come back.
Oh.
Wow, so that he pays the price.
No, this is not the finals, this is the quarterfinals.
It is the quarterfinals.
Quick update. So, Jason Zala, saying that right?
Yes.
He is on 3-0.
Yeah, he's now at 3-0. Just won on Dirty Harry against Kaylee.
And the other one, Paul Englert.
Englert, yeah.
Yeah, he is. I think he's 3-1 up.
Correct.
And now he's playing. He's playing WWE.
Yeah,
so
now they're playing Sleepy Rumble.
Yeah, Sleepy Rumble. He said that the upper playfield's just super easy to keep it there.
It's
so he's
ridiculous
going to be
playing.
playing that for an hour until the other player gives up.
Well, the other
probably
player does
said
the
that
same
as a joke.
thing, yeah.
He said that as a joke, but.
Yeah, I tried that on my match with Emil Dryborg, and he outgrinded me on the upper playfield. So, and congrats to him, he played very, very well. So here we go back to Daniele. He was in the Quill's Quest 2-ball multi-ball. That is now kaput, and now he is looking to block his first ball of Groot. Which he
said kaput.
I did say kaput.
Yeah. I think that's a little.
I'm showing my age, right?
I think that's the literal translation for kaput is broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
In German.
It's let's say gone is weg.
Okay.
It does make me laugh though that because I did GCSE German at school this many years ago, decades in fact, and when you have like a medical problem where you have I don't even know, you say something is kaput when you like.
Note to self, don't be a dumb American using a German word on a European stream. All right, so he is 1 away. Let's see if he starts a mode first before diving into his group multi-ball.
Mode is lit, so. Yeah.
There we go, yeah.
So in the chat, RGR says, so what's this halfway strapped all about? So basically there's a mini wizard mode called Emulation Initiative, and to get to that you need to have semi-completed 4 of the modes which are on the playfield.
Yes, you have to semi-complete all 8.
Semi-complete all 8 to
Yeah.
get to that? I thought it was 4.
No, it's all 8 for
Do
emulation.
you get something after 4?
Completing 4 gives you a cherry bomb multi-ball.
Cherry
though.
bomb.
but you have to
Okay.
complete 4.
You have to complete them fully.
Yeah.
Okay, so all 8.
So in this, in your status here, you'll see that it's flashing. Now it's flashing rapidly right now because he's still in Yaka Arrow, but and he's not quite there yet. So I think it's 8 shots. So he needs 1 more shot here to get the 4th bar, and you'll see the little graphic come up with the immolation initiative, and you have to do that on every single one of the 8 modes to start immolation initiative, and then you'll then see the somebody doing that. They'll then make sure they get Hadron Enforcers. And you can just use those like a VIP button on AC/DC.
Yep.
And when you're about to drain, just press that, and boom, you get another ball added.
Is it that it basically spots something on the playfield?
Correct.
Yeah, like
It spots the best shot on the playfield, and the best shot is always that shot that adds a ball.
So, Escher will be going for the lock now because he has got beyond. Oh no, he's waiting for it. He's timing it out.
Yes.
Yep.
Very, very smart. Getting into a new mode soon.
But that's still a rapid flashing.
And so now, now you can see it's more slowly flashing. It's rapid flashing if you wanted to pick it again, but he's doing exactly what he did before.
Chase.
Bounce pass into Groot. Nearly.
Oh, he almost paid for it.
Right.
Because before he did the post transfer, that time he took it on the fly and almost cost him. Yeah.
Okay, so he's back to where he was after ball
Oh,
2.
it's too late to do that. Too late to do that.
And it's appropriate with Sparky, given that this layout is quite similar to the Metallica layout, although the games play so differently. Not even close in terms of how they play. So Escher is utilizing his ball save there with getting 2 balls back. All right, so Escher back in the action here. Cradled up 1 on each flipper. 1 to the saucer, 1 to the left ramp. Tried to combo the right ramp, but bricked. Got back in control.
So these jackpots are roughly 16k. Super jackpot 12.5 million. And so, can you talk to me about the shot multipliers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do shot multipliers on multiple?
You can. The
And
shot
he's at the
multiplier
same
is signified when you have it with the green here, and you qualify them by completing all 5 lanes. So the 2 up top, and then the 2 on the left, as well as the 1 on the right. And you cannot cycle between the areas, but you can cycle between the groupings. So you can cycle the 2 lanes on the top and cycle the 2 lanes on the left. Dankeschön.
That was good.
I say very strong accent, but very good.
Appreciate it. I try my best.
He's just lost 1.
And look at that. I mean, 151 million for his troubles. That's an excellent mode stack.
So that 12.5 million super jack.
Oh, he's not even done yet. Oh.
Still going.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was out of multi-ball.
No,
Silly
I
me.
think he got
He had one
save
in
something.
group, right?
He's got extra balls, so that's worth an absolutely nothing from my knowledge. Now he's got every shot lit with the multiplier, and he's picked the scoop.
2 times.
He's still got group 2 times, so if he gets that super jackpot, it's gonna double.
So the 12.5.
Oh.
No, he got one back. It was some.
He got
No,
one
I
back.
read it
Yeah,
again.
he had the outlane save for the right one, but he didn't get the left one back.
Yeah.
But that was the symmetry of that was quite compelling.
98 million.
Goes sibling rivalry, so just ramps, combos really it is.
Dalton says you missed a 75 million super.
Okay, yeah, and that was where the big chunk of those points came from, and that's because he has his multiplier on Groot, and he also comboed into it. He did not. I don't think he ever started his Trash Panda 2x playfield.
Trash Panda. Oh, you mean Rocket?
Yes.
Someone in the chat is asking, are there any pinball festivals in London? Not festivals, but there's a very popular pinball club in London called Pinball Republic, and if you're not a member, you can still go. Usually, I think they say Thursdays are a good day to go, and you can just pay on the door and play all the pinball you like. You can talk to Neil McRae, or there's a few other people who are usually in the chat who are involved in the running of the club, or just, you know.
In which part of London is that located?
Croydon?
Yeah, I think it's in Croydon. Yeah,
You probably know that. I'm from
I've actually been to Croydon before.
I've only been once. It's a great place, but it's a bit far for me to travel. So, yeah. Or you could just, you know, search on the internet. It'll be there. Stan, I'm sure. Stan Evil Bartron, he will know.
Yeah, and as also the chat's mentioning, the UK Open
Yeah.
is also at the end of September. Yeah.
So check that out.
And it's great to talk about these things because guess what Escher's doing right now?
Exactly. We've got
He's
all the
timing
time
out
in the world.
sibling rivalry. He's like, I had enough of you, sibling rivalry. I got my 4 shots of you and you're done. So he has 3 of the 5 because the solid is just as good as flashing because that just means he completed pod chase during the group multi-ball. And there's nothing you have to do in Guardians to re-qualify a mode. As soon as you're done with one mode, it will be lit again at the scoop. And right on cue, Escher, thank you very much, showing us where to shoot to start your next mode.
Nice going, cool piece. Very nice.
Quest,
Because it is multiplied as well.
It is.
Multiplied?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's got
got 2 times.
Oh, yeah, correct. Yeah, the scoop is, and in Quill's Quest, during this multi-ball, the scoop is always lit for a shot. The other shots will move around, but the scoop will always be there for you.
And usually, I mean, a lot of people start with Close Quest because it's a nice way to sort of get into the feel of the game, isn't it? But
It also
really
pushes the other person by starting off with a multiple. Well, if someone doesn't know how to play Guardians, it's a good way to pressure them by starting off with a multiple.
Yeah, I like to use it to find my shots, to get it comfortable with the game. It's nice. Oh,
that was really
Trash Panda strikes back. And he did not get enough shots. There's a lot of shots in Quill's Quest. So I think it's 12. So you have to get a full 6 to get halfway on Quill's Quest. The good news is, though, you don't lose your progress between mode attempts. So he can pick right back where he left off and will likely be doing that, I think. Does light his shot multipliers again. So you can see they're all strobing, and that was because he completed the 5th of the 5 lanes.
Now he's getting Trash Panda.
This one,
Yep, he is.
complete. Is this the one where?
To complete,
Right, he's got
yes.
guys multipliers. He's gonna go for Rocket's kickback.
No, he's not gonna. He has no desire to do anything with that kickback, because he already has the immolation initiative. So with this,
I wonder if you
however long. Let's see how long. No, he's gonna chuck it right onto his left flipper and leave it there for the entire time.
No, because the multipliers are blinking.
He
That's
doesn't
why.
care.
I don't care.
He doesn't care.
Does it time out?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah. Good question. Yeah, that's a great point. The multipliers, when you qualify them, do not time out, as well as when you lock them in, also don't time out. You lose them when you drain, but they're completely untimed. So yeah, he has, and so why this one's so difficult to complete is because you do indeed have to make one shot to rocket in order to complete it, unless, and I don't even think you can use a Hadron Enforcer for the final shot.
No.
It's
I was reading a bit. It was Guardians within the ladies' tournament.
okay, sure.
Yeah, this one I was reading. You could use the Hadron for everything apart from that last one. Shoot that.
Have you seen Jason through?
Jason's through, is
Jason
he?
beat Kaylee.
Wow, Jason boat raced Kaylee 4-0. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
And in the other event, only you can't see, Paul Englet is currently strapped up on the top of the playfield on Roll Ball. So
He says he's gonna play up.
He's going to be.
Well, yeah, that's all you. That one is the most easy to do that exploit on because it's leaning to the right a bit, and the kick out from that pocket is very strong. So it ski jumps to that for a cradle on the upper right flipper, 99% of the time.
Carlos was 7-8 million for what I left.
Okay, so Carlos was also doing the thing.
Strategy, the boredom strategy. Because I mean, if I was watching, I'd just get bored.
That's
It is.
all over for
It
Escher.
is, but it's not boring to win.
Yeah, true.
So in the meantime, Escher pockets 43 million for his multiplied bonus,
And gets a replay.
free pinball.
Yeah, he did a great save then and only got one danger, but then had an unfortunate outlane drain.
Yeah, so Jason Zoller has had quite a number of. I mean, the whole field here has been ridiculously high quality. But yeah, so Jason has taken out Kaylee George, and he also took out Johannes Ostermeyer just a couple rounds ago.
Jason's gonna go all the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He's a fantastic pinball player, very focused, incredibly skillful. Yeah, and then of course you have these two. World number one and former world champion, and Daniele even more world champion, but never number one, as we learned earlier, as we talked about the highest rank ever for Daniele. So let's see what he does here. He's playing his group multi-ball. He's does not have a multiplier right now. He's in Yaka Arrow, still in Yaka Arrow. He now has group ready for a 2x playfield. Nice.
Yeah, we did it. Out of Yaka Arrow.
Oh, wow, that was a fast drain. Good thing he's in multi-ball because he still has 2 balls to play with. A nice up and under there to shoot the right ramp. Takes the left orbit around for the ride. He also, I think he has his mystery lit, if I'm not mistaken, on the far right. If he can pop it in there really quickly, get the atta-ball.
You wait for it. Alright, now he needs to realize mode. And this is the ball. Alright, ball 3.
It is ball 3. Daniele's tournament life is going to be on the line when he steps up. Let's see how big of a hill he has to climb. Escher looking to pad his points. He's already 4 of the modes through for the immolation strat. And in Antiquities, he actually is also there. He's already done more than half of the Antiquities shop, so he's going to plunge this and cradle it. And then we're going to get to talk for 30 seconds.
But while we're waiting, Colin, did you do the fantasy pinball?
I did not. I did not do it this time. Did you?
I did, yeah.
Hopefully I wasn't on your team.
I went for Daniele and
Okay.
Johannes Ostermeyer as like my 2 sort of high.
Yeah,
because
the high priced ones.
I mean, the thing is, like Escher is the top price.
Yeah.
121 euros.
And what was the budget?
250.
Oh my. Okay.
Players. So that's like
Okay.
budget.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's worth it, obviously, with the quality. And Jason was second with 107 euros. And just to clarify, Tim Sexton runs this, and it's free to do. So if you haven't participated, there will be, I'm sure, future tournaments.
I think I did it.
Double danger, triple danger.
Let's just see that, because we're gonna get to watch him just cradled up here for a bit. Let's see if we can get this replay. Look at this. Oh, first the slap off the left tip, then the slap off the right tip, and didn't go to a tilt.
Alright, so he's starting this mixed mode.
And he's gonna go Sanctuary. And I do wish we could actually see his lockdown bar button to see if and when he has Hadron Enforcers. Oh, he's going to go straight into his orb multi-ball here. Oh, there was so much spin on it, though. It rolled off the flipper.
He's got ball save.
Yeah, he's got ball save. And he can't move this now.
Yeah, really, really calm and cool, collected play there. He didn't overreact to nearly losing it because he knew he had ball save. And He knew he was on double danger.
Pinball statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pinball statistics.
And orb multi-ball is over.
Pinball statistics.
And there's another immolation notch in Escher's belt. Uh-oh, nice. He can't seem to get control of the ball.
Down.
Did you put your team in?
I did.
I logged in with Google and then
All right, Escher's 3/4 of the way there. He has 6 of 8. He's on the 7th now. He's got 2 shots so far and nowhere. Gets the upgrade, so now everything is lit, making it nice and easy. He can pick the nice, easy, safe shots that he enjoys, the ramps, but he bricks.
And I mean, Brute's flashing, I assume, because he's got lock lit. Is it any harder to get the second multi-ball than the first?
It is a bit harder because you have to do 4 locks, and then it becomes a 4-ball multi-ball. But you still only have to do 1 hit and then 1 lock. And then the third one and beyond, it's 2 hits per lock. But I don't think he's interested in the multi-ball anymore. He is focused laser-like on the Immolation Initiative.
I really hope he gets there, because I want to see it.
So are you also staying for the rest of the week for the Olympics, or heading back?
Unfortunately, I have to go back tomorrow. I have 2 young children.
Okay,
So
that's important.
It's a privilege to be able to come to this one. I've not. The last European, the last abroad tournament I went to was the EPC in Copenhagen in Denmark 4 years ago. So I've not been abroad since then. So yeah, it's nice to be back in it a little bit. And I would have loved to have stayed, but you know, they're only 6 and almost 3 years old.
Okay.
As they get older, it will get a bit easier to come away.
All right, the 8th and final one, and he already has progress on it. It's Quill's Quest, but you have to play it as a single ball mode. I think he's 1 shot. This will do it, I think. Let's see if we get the graphic. We do, and now we get to talk some more. Well, Escher times out the mode. 110 seconds, folks. You got time to go make a sandwich, get a drink, pour a cocktail, mix it, make one from your partner. I mean, you have a good time.
We've got the Olympics starting after these.
Correct. In fact, we're supposed to be starting it, I think, any moment now, but we're a little bit behind schedule because it turns out these players are pretty good at pinball.
You know, I think when Daniele and Peter Anderson were playing earlier, it was like 2.5 hours or something on their round. Crazy.
So I just had a look here on the pinball statistics.
Yep.
Some people actually put some bets on me, and since I made the finals, I scored 2 points for them.
2 points.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I've not checked mine actually. Didn't Daniele win the classics last night?
He did indeed.
So,
At 2:30 in the morning is what I'm told.
It's not going to find me. I don't.
Yeah, because I think it was 4 in the morning for the warm-up tournament on Thursday. All right, 40 seconds left, so I'll be wrapping up that 3rd layer of your sandwich that you're making. As you watch some of this incredible pinball action here at the EPC, we see Escher Lefkoff. He is 1 post transfer and 1 scoop shot away from starting Immolation Initiative, and then Kate's trip will have been complete. And for those of you who don't know, we mentioned it earlier, but if you're hearing Kate speak and you're like, man, that sounds awfully similar to my Game of Thrones pinball machine, that's because it's the same person.
yeah. And the regular JDL pinball viewers will know that. I mean, my dad, he mentions it.
He does.
About 10 times.
He does. He's a proud dad, as he should be.
Yeah. And I've been on the stream a couple of times this weekend, and I've done a few call outs when it's been requested, but not in the middle of a game, not especially when
He just started whatever it's called.
Yes, this is now Immolation Initiative. He has reached the goal, and now he just has to execute. So he just completed the Hadron Enforcers. You can see the yellow lights all flash when he hit all the different stand-up targets around the playfield. There's 5 of them, and he hit all 5. So you can't see it, but his lockdown bar is flashing, and that means that he has effectively a get-out-of-jail-free card to be able to continue his multi-ball. And he still has more coming in. He still has got three balls in the party. 4, in fact.
What's he aiming to do here other than score a load of points?
It's just shoot the blinking lights, yeah. Yeah, I think I believe it's, you got 93 hits left. So it's a combination of switch hits and hitting the major shots.
I think he's just put 2 times on the, Rocket, Trash Panda.
Yeah, he did. So he has 2x on the Rocket. That was probably unintentional, but he also does have 2x scoring going right now. There's so many things going on you can't see it, but eventually there will be a 2x scoring that'll show up. I think it's over here. Yeah. That's it right there. So he has 2x scoring going, but he's not feeling the pressure. Cool is the other side of the pillow. Oh, and with the Lazarus with 3 balls cradled in the right flipper. Oh my gosh.
Clip that. No. See the replay.
Oh,
It came off the magnet.
He didn't stress at all. He's like, hey, yeah, well, ho hum. I'm just gonna get a Laz with 3 balls and 1 flipper.
I just put it.
And look at that. He's now up to 1.4 billion.
That is incredible.
That's a boom.
Yeah, that's worthy of a-
Wow.
And ball save again? Yeah.
He still has.
Yeah, he still has ball save. And he's still, what he's doing, he's going to look to, if he doesn't have any Hadron Enforcers left, he's going to look to restock on his Hadron Enforcers.
And number 1.
He's a Lazarus machine. So he has 1 target left to get another set of Hadron Enforcers right over here.
I think he just lost all his.
He still has ball save. It's like the never-ending ball save. Up to 1.5 billion, and this. So, folks, this is why you do the strategy, because, yeah, it was a lot of work to get there. It was a grind, and it took patience.
Well, it wasn't really a grind. It was just holding the flipper up.
Yeah, but it was grindy to have to know. Yeah, you're not actually playing the game as
He
intended.
got 6 balls.
You nearly had 4 on one and 3 on the other.
5.
It's down to 4.
More ball save. 2.4 billion. This is crazy.
It's insane.
Utter immolation insanity. And by the way, folks, this mode, if you play it like this, you play it correctly in this really cool way that Escher is showing for the world to play it, it's actually worth a lot more than Save Xandar. So the actual mini wizard mode of Immolation Initiative is more valuable, potentially, than Save Xandar. And Escher's showing you how to do it.
Is he going for the shoot now?
No, he was reloading his Hadrons. So now he has a fresh set of Hadrons, and so now he has the get out of jail free cards he can play with impunity.
He's got 2 times. He's got 2 times on a lot of shots now.
And we see the points just slowly racking up. We're waiting for the next big boom. It's going to be coming in here. He's going to hit this next shot. It's going to be pretty boomy. He adds more balls. He's using his chin to actuate the Hadron, his mask to activate the Hadron. His glasses are falling off his face. I fear for his glasses. Looking like an old man with down on the very tip of his nose. Maybe that's why he wears the mask. Not just because maybe he was feeling the cold, but maybe he knew his glasses were going to fall off his face as he played Immolation Initiative.
It's just
Big boom.
Okay.
so shots it. That was one.
He's got Rampage double scoring again.
To push his guy.
Okay, so now he's
He's got ball save time. That's what he did.
yep, the ball save is active. Oh, he's getting 50k everywhere. How lovely. And yet, at one of these times, we're going to see the right orbit is lit right now. There it is. And now Groot is lit. Takes the right ramp to combo into Groot. Doesn't quite get it. The combo is there still. 4.8 billion! That was a 2.4 billion shot!
Where's the replay? Oh my goodness.
There he is. The shot.
Oh my gosh. And look at it. There was no fanfare.
No.
That's oh, I just ache for the player that you don't get to see the fanfare.
The ball save, I think, is it all about the Hadron Enforcer thing, or is it you get a ball save after hitting the super jackpot?
You can just keep getting ball saves in infinite as long as you complete all the shots and complete the switches. And the Hadron Enforcer, if you have just that 1 shot remaining, or if you're 3 away from it, then if you have 3, because you can bank up to 3.
It's crazy.
So 5 billion with a B and counting. Daniele's only missing a few digits to his score, folks. At 49 million.
I mean, Daniele is a phenomenal player as well. Like, he could do this.
He could. So that's the thing. So Escher has shown him how to do it. Daniele's, if he's paying attention, knows how to do it. And and the one thing he may not be quite as keen on. He may not know about the importance of hadron enforcers. That's something you really don't pick up on until you watch it back and watch the video.
It's gone. Still got company pops.
And he only has one shot left. So if he has a hadron enforcer, he can hadron that last shot.
We'll try and push it first.
And there's more ball save. Another ball back. How would you like a 6.2 billion game of Guardians of the Galaxy, Jim?
6.2 billion.
6.2 billion. So on JDL Pinball, you now have a highlight that you can put on YouTube of how to play the Immolation Initiative strategy. Escher did it with masterclass.
Yeah, he's still doing it, in fact.
Yeah. So just wait. One of these shots, there's going to be no fanfare at all. You just watch for the score to jump another 2 billion points here in another few shots.
It's just absolutely.
It's
And it's on the hits left, so when that gets back.
yeah. So this is the key: is the Hadron Enforcers getting those yellow stand-up targets, and we can't see his button,
Yeah,
the action
true,
button,
yeah,
but it'll be
yeah.
flashing. And you have that, and anytime you're about to drain down to one ball, you just press the Hadron Enforcer, and it's like ACDC VIP button in a multi-ball, and you get a ball back, and you get to keep playing. So then look, they're all back again. Everybody's back in the party. So he's back into a 4-ball multi-ball.
Wow.
I'm waiting for the next boom. I think he's got 3 left. So it looks like every time he completes one of them, it relights the rest of the range. So the last time when we relit all of them, there were 3 left. Now there's only 2 left. We have Trash Panda and Ronin left.
I'm looking at accuracy on the.
Oh, I know. It's sick. It's really sick.
It's untrue, isn't it?
So
Okay, we have just Ronin left in the left orbit now. Get ready for another few billion to show up. Still has 5 balls in play. Oh, 2x. Let's 2x it, because why not? Because why not? You're the #1 player in the world, and you're just showing people how to... 8.8 billion!
Yeah.
I'm at a loss.
Awesome.
And Daniele's at a loss, too.
No, not
we'll
yet.
do that one. Absolutely incredible.
Unreal. And it's so cheeky too. He's like, he knew it was coming, and so he's like, now I'm going to start my 2x because I know that I'm going to put up another 2 billion in one shot. I love how the screen is doing all this fanfare for 50Ks and 100Ks,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
doesn't do any fanfare for the 2 billion that he got.
And it's close to 10.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get the Grand Champion.
No, Daniele's going to get that when he overtakes the Stelvio
Add more time. Great. That's just what we need. Can we add more time to the day? Because we're going to need it.
We're gonna
With
need it.
Escher playing a 10-minute, 12-minute now. Are we up to, Tyler? 12 minutes? Do I hear 13?
You know what, I'm going to try it now. We said it's been 12 minutes.
Yeah. Timber seems to have just joined the chat and said, what on earth is going on here? What am I watching? Yeah, this is Escher blowing up Guardians of the Galaxy Immolation Initiative strategy. That
The
I've
pin,
talked about
the
for
pin
so
is
long.
being immolated. Literally. The coils, the inserts, they're all frying. They're melting down. Everybody go home. Xandar is blown up.
Yeah. In response to someone in the chat asking, saying, please can this be uploaded to YouTube? It will. All
It
of
will be,
JDL.
It might take a while. Okay, after 11 days of pinball streaming, we're going to have
11.8! Gosh!
we're going to have a huge amount of data.
Hey, but 25K here and there and 14 million. Let's put that on the screen. Don't put the 2 billion points that he just got from hitting Groot.
It's counting down again, so 107 hits.
I mean, at what point does the TD step in here and tap him on the shoulder and change
I
it?
think because, isn't there a rule about 1% score?
No, there's not an instant win, but you can sometimes call a runaway score in a match play setting, but in a head-to-head setting like this, it's quite difficult to do that because, what do you do? Because to take away his opportunity to score points, if Daniele does the same thing and grinds it, Escher can't get back to this mode again.
And then thing is, Escher is 3-1 up right now, so it's highly unlikely that Daniele would say to Escher, you know, let's call it a day. I don't think Daniele is going to say that. So.
Well, no, because it's his tournament life, and so I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I've only ever seen Keith Elwin do that. Now this actually would be almost even more appropriate than the situation that Elwin faced himself with Dialed In. This is even more of a gap, but
And look, this is great.
yeah, he finally.
Still got one.
It's
Did he use hand
it's. No, he's back in for more. With the grace period, let's have some more immolation.
No, I have no problem at all with
15.7.
this is pinball history in the making. However long it takes, it takes. So it's,
This is now gone on the. I feel like on the borderline of lunacy here, in terms of the scoring that's taking place here, and Escher deserves every bit of the points because he did the thing, and his execution during has been just sublime. It's oh my gosh.
I mean, imagine if he hadn't have had to restart because of the issue with only putting one player on. He could have been doing this on ball 1.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so he's making his way towards his next big $2 billion cash. And what you don't notice in the background is Escher's not necessarily going for the shots. He's going to restock his hadrons. So he's very well aware of whether that yellow button is flashing, his action button is flashing. So that way he can just continue to do the same thing again and again and again with more. See, he just restocked his hadrons. And there he used it. And now he's back in with more balls coming back to the party. The party never ends when you're partying with Escher Lefkoff on Guardians of the Galaxy. Down to 2.
only these two.
How many hadrons is he down to? Okay.
Well, he seems to have another ball save. So.
He's just hitting every shot. Here comes the boom. 18.1!
Ooh, dear. Okay, that's fine.
Hey, mystery. Rampage. Letter added G. So I honestly thought that Escher would do this, and I thought that he would score somewhere in the vicinity of 5 to 7 billion doing this. I had no
This is
clue
miles over.
he was
yeah.
going to go on 18.
No.
No, ball save awarded, because why not?
So Paul from the UK is saying, drink every time Escher scores 2 billion. We can definitely make this into a drinking game.
We could do, if Dalton's on, we could do that as one of the prizes in his predictions.
He is on.
He is on, okay.
I've noticed he's doing a great job at moderating. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks Dalton. Thanks for accepting the role. That's great to have you on the other side of the pond. Very appropriate, I think.
Is he out of hadrons?
Is he out?
Okay, that's I think.
Okay, 17.8 billion points on Immolation Initiative. Holy smokes.
Incredible.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely
I
amazing.
mean, just walk off, Escher.
Yeah, come on, you don't need
Don't-
to do anymore.
Tap him on the shoulder, Dina.
Tap him on the shoulder now. You can at this stage because he's now out of that mode. So
Well, yeah, you can tap on the shoulder. You can go and open the coin door and change it to 4
He's
ball.
lost the
Oh, he lost the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to.
All right.
awesome bit of prize. Somebody 16 in bonus. Yeah. Thank you, gentle,
You can hear the crowds out there.
gentlemanly
Can you
UK
hear
time.
Well, you don't want to clap into the microphone.
No, absolutely that's right.
You can hear the
Just-
crowds
just give
who
us-
are watching the stream out there. They're all cheering, giving rounds of applause as well.
That was nuts. Okay, I want to see at least 5 subs in the chat right now for that. At least 5, if not 10. Come on, people. Lay down those subs right now. We got to get a hype train going. Let's do it. Good luck, Daniele. Thanks for the follow. Hey, there's some subs. Thanks for the sub, Southern Pretzel.
Daniele shoots the scoop, gets a cheeky 1.5 million from the mystery. Chipping away.
Getting this.
It's just so demoralizing when you see the number of digits in your opponent's score. Come on.
Keith in chat says you have to wonder if Escher didn't tire himself out.
Oh, Neil with the big boom, the gift sub, shablang, shablamadong.
Thank you, Neil.
And Daniele's done.
And he's done. Yeah.
And I think Daniele,
Consolation
fantastic
round of
competitor.
applause,
Wonderful run there by Daniele Acciari. Big round of applause for him.
Yeah, someone was asking, do you think Escher would
Nobody
tire
messes
himself
with
out
the
with a game
USA.
like that ahead of the semi-finals? But Escher is so
No.
experienced
Yeah.
with tournament play.
Right, Pit Crew's back in action after 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so experienced, and he's done this so many times and got to finals so many times that I don't think he'll be tired out at all.
That's one of the most ridiculous games of competitive pinball
Let's just
I've
quickly go
seen.
to the standings.
Let's see.
Paul Engler defeats Carlos.
Okay, yeah, so Carlos outground Paul on Royal Rumble, and then Paul Engler won on Terminator 2 for 4-2 to advance to the semifinals. We just saw Escher dominate on Guardians. Roy Wills had already taken out Julio, and as we talked about earlier, Jason Zoller swept Kaylee George to advance to the semifinals.
Yep, so now if we move over to the semi-finals, we're just waiting for...
Okay, yeah.
So Escher
Wait for
will
Dina
go
to put in
into
to update the
there we
sheet.
go.
Yep.
Like magic. And we're back to trying to work out which games they're going to choose.